Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Hey everyone, my name is Hallie and welcome to Slay the Princess. So this is a game that was actually recommended by one of you guys. Thank you so much for recommending this to me. It looks super interesting. I don't know why we would want to slay the princess. Like, look, she just looks so sad, but let's find out. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Maybe. Oh, choices! Okay. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing the princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Silently continue to the cabin, turn around, and leave. Okay. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Ooh, okay.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
That's a bad egg.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Oh. Well, I kind of want to talk with her about this. So I guess we'll just go to the cabin and speak with the princess and let her explain herself.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
But what if you're lying? I don't know. I don't trust any of you.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Yeah.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin. Oh, the art is so cool. I love how it's like a sketching.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
A knife.
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
What if she sees it and gets scared? I guess I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Oh,
It'd be rather
it's on my
difficult to
little
slay the
thing now.
princess and save the world without it.
Yeah. Okay. Enter the basement. Ooh. This looks so
The door
cool.
to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
You just want me to slay her.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Me?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Well, she's the only person down there.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay. Hi! Just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you? Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Okay. What's up,
You
buddy?
walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Okay.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Look, the narrator told me to. I don't want to kill you. What? No way. Why would you even think of that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk, steal your nerves, and step forward. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Okay.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
Yeah, probably.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Exactly. Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
Yeah?
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Well, maybe.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Well, you have a lot of attitude for someone who's chained to the wall, and I'm trying to help you.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Okay. Let's try to ease the tension. A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
I don't think that's how that works, actually. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
You're apparently going to end the world. I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is entirely different matter. Lie, no. Ooh. No? You tell me.
You're lying.
No, I'm not lying.
How does she know that?
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
I mean, your life is on the line. I'm sorry. I'm here because you're supposed to end the no. There's okay. Let's do this one. There's people out here who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Her that?
I mean, she can tell if I'm lying. So
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she
Okay.
been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
nope. Oh, her eyes got kind of creepier. Deflect. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping the information a secret. No, if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Oh. Fire.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Maybe.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Yeah.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Nope.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either.
Eh.
Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Hey, if you don't kill me, I won't kill you.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you?
No.
What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
I'm in a cabin. The guy told me to kill you. I don't want to kill you unless I have to kill you. And I need some explanation, okay?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Narrator, be quiet. I'm discussing this with the princess.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
Yes, okay.
So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
You're not making a good case for yourself.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
How would I even get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
Why? Maybe she's just angry and grumpy because she got locked up down here. Maybe she's actually not that bad.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't...
Pick the lock with my knife.
Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
By picking the lock. Yeah,
Her
yeah.
sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
Okay.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
She's suggesting we pick the lock. Yeah. Or loosen the screws. Okay, enough talk.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Yeah.
You know why you're here.
Slay the princess. No! I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. Ooh. Literally just straight into the 3 different choices. So get her out of there, keep her locked away, or slay her. I don't really want to slay her because I feel like she's not really done anything bad yet that I know of. Let's get you out of here. Let's see what happens first. Let's get you Noelle, or should I talk with her? I'm so conflicted. This is so good. Okay, we're picking the lock. I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Well, look at that face. She's so sad.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Okay.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here? Huh? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up here. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
Okay, bye, princess.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Hey, let me out of here.
Is someone else here?
Hello? Hey, let me out of here.
Some pleas are met with silence.
Huh?
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Narrator, did you close the door? Try the
You
door.
try the door, but but it's locked from the outside.
No, narrator, open it!
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Fine. Return to the bottom
You
of the
make your way back
stairs.
to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Why?
Easier for whom?
For the narrator, it sounds like.
Easier for everyone.
Uh-huh.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep. Guess that makes us buddies now. Look at us.
The knife.
Trapped
Pick it
down
up and
here.
cut me out of here.
I was gonna pick the lock.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Why? Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's
Oh,
arm,
no.
just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Oh
You cut into her flesh.
no. Oh no.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Oh no, I don't think I'd be able to do that.
She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Oh no.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Are you okay?
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
I mean, how was she able to be trapped down here for a very long time with no food or water or sunlight or anything? I mean, I don't know. Oh, I just got blood on my little sword now.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
You're welcome. Approach the locked door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Huh?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Is that my hand? Why do I got these claws?
Watch me.
Oh, it's the narrator. Slay the princess, slay the princess. Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Nice moves.
Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
And I'm trying to make a friend. Slay, slay, slay the princess. Resist!
The blade. Move the blade.
No! I don't want to hurt her.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you?
Yeah.
I can see the conflict in your eyes.
I don't want you to die. I don't even know you.
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Whoa. My claws.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
What?
And then she slits your
Princess!
throat with an almost clinical ease.
Princess, no!
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Princess, why would you do that?
This is the end, isn't it?
I was trying to help you.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Princess, no! Chapter 2, The Prisoner. Oh, cool.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ooh. Oh, so it doesn't just restart it over. It loops it in a way that's different. That's interesting. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
You liar.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Oh, it no longer says voice of the hero, it says voice of the skeptic. Ooh, that's so cool.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last
it's a
time,
different
maybe
voice.
it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Explorer, let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Proceed to the cabin. Yeah,
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Okay.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No.
The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess.
You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us.
I mean, I didn't really force her to do anything. She kind of just killed me.
That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
Okay.
Sure you are.
Sure.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Right, we didn't actually die. We did, but we're back at the beginning, like a redo.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
That's a bit too specific for someone that said they didn't know what just happened.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I don't know.
What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
Exactly.
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are. You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts.
I don't know. Let's talk about the princess.
Just be quick about it.
I'm allowed to know about the person I'm supposed to be killing. The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her, and all she did was slit my throat. How was she supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right?
Right.
What proof could you possibly ask for?
Like, if there's other worlds that exist, how do you know she's gonna end the world? I mean, you're saying that there could potentially be other worlds, so then are you from another world and you do know what happened and you know she's going to end the world? Because otherwise, how do you know that?
Literally anything. Fine. Check your pockets.
Check your pockets.
You put your hands in your pockets and
The
pull out an
evidence.
envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front.
Ooh, evidence.
Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth."
Well, I found it in my pocket, so it must be true.
That doesn't prove anything. How do
Exactly.
we know you didn't just forge our handwriting? I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side.
Are you? Are you really?
You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to?
Exactly.
Exactly.
You not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk. I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
I'm about to go kill somebody. I need information. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me? A good question.
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Oh, come
You're
on
the
now.
only person capable of doing this.
Oh,
Call it a
that's
prophecy,
bull.
if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
that is not true. You just, why? I don't, like, that just seems so manipulative to me.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Don't fall for it, hero.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Yes, right. We're here because we're special.
Exactly.
Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin.
Okay. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
What if the narrator is the one that's trying to end the world and killing her brings about the end of the world? Because he's not really explaining why I would need to do that. He's just saying, you need to do that.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to trust me here.
I don't know if I can trust you. That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
I think you're the one waiting with bated breath. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Nah, whatever.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
Wink.
No, I didn't. Wink.
Me too.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Proceed to the cabin. I wonder what happens if this time I don't pick up the knife.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat
Oh.
and more like a dungeon.
Yeah.
A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Well, isn't that lovely?
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should.
There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and
What
the
do
door
you
to
mean?
the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Are you trying to gaslight me right now? Dude, it's right there. You're lying. It's right there.
There's definitely a mirror.
Yeah. We all three. You all. We all agree. There is a mirror right there.
There isn't.
Yeah.
I think you know what we have to do.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What
It's
good
right
would a
there.
mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
This whole cabin is different than the last time.
Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely.
Could be.
Now, isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before.
The
I hope
sass
this means
on
you'll
this
finally
guy.
drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
That literally happened.
So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
I'm going to approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Oh.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Am I seeing things?
But it was there a second ago.
The narrator take it away?
And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Good point. Enter the basement. I want to see what happens if I don't take it this time.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Are you sure? She killed us with it last time. What if she turns it against us again?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure. And I've already got a plan for that.
What's your plan?
Still with those past life delusions, are we? I hope part of that plan is don't give the world any monstrosity your only weapon. Because unless you've decided to arm the princess, I don't think you need to worry about her having a weapon.
Peachy, we'll be fine.
Okay. I'm trusting you.
Hey, don't I get to say here, what's the big idea?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it
Why?
a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
But what if the whole reason she killed us was because she saw the knife and saw we were trying to kill her?
Wonderful.
Fine.
Do exactly that,
Fine.
sweeping the knife from the table before proceeding to the basement.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it.
Yeah, we don't have to use it. Can I at least hide it? Like, put it in like a pocket or something?
No, you don't have to do anything,
A
but
sheath?
you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
Down into the basement.
The door to the basement
Ooh.
creaks open, revealing an
That's so
old
cool.
stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
But it looks cool.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Yoo-hoo!
Is that a visitor I hear?
Oh, it's
Please,
different text.
come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
The text was different before she killed us, and now it's the same text. Ooh.
Does she remember us?
That's
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
So much for cutting her out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
I mean, it still kind of happened.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
That's how it was last time. Like, she had one chain on her wrist and the other one was just kind of a chain on the wall.
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I
It
said.
was.
Exactly.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat?
Okay.
The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I don't really want to kill you unless you're gonna kill me, and then... I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. Leave the princess in the basement. Sit with her, slay the princess. Let's chat. Let's sit with her.
You step towards the princess,
Hi.
but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Honestly agree.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Yeah. Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Yep.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Well, just to chat, I guess. My intentions, what do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? What other chain on the wall? Who is it for? What would you have me do? I think I'm just going to leave you here, actually. You're not much of a threat to anyone locked up like that. Bye. Leave the princess. What happened after I died last time?
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in.
So she knows.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Ooh, that's really interesting. So she's completely aware as well.
And now you're back.
Yeah.
Is that really all she knows?
That's more than the narrator seems to know, but I think he's lying too. I think the narrator seems like the most untrustworthy because he is not being honest about being aware. Like, why is it that every other character is completely aware of the situation, but not the narrator? Lying!
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
Maybe.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I'm starting to believe you.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
Hey, that's a
I
good
guess
point.
what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
A bit.
It's complicated things how, exactly?
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
No? Wait. I think I just realized something. The narrator controls the reality because he made the mirror disappear after he lied to us and said, oh, it's just a wall. I'm pretty sure he made it disappear. He chained her onto the wall more. You notice how we cut her hand off and now he put a chain around her neck so that we would have to potentially kill her to get her out? I think the narrator wants to end the world and she can stop the narrator. Unless I'm just completely wrong. I'm just making a wild guess, but I'm starting to put the pieces together. Maybe. I might be totally off.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously.
That's not nice.
And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods?
Exactly.
Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in
Exactly.
circles.
Because he wants us to believe that he doesn't know anything when he really does.
I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
What?
That's pathetic.
Yeah. Don't you lie to me again.
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Well, there's many versions of you. You change all the time. I mean, if you really think about it, the version of you that you are now versus the version of you 5 years ago, in reality, you're not the same person. Just put it that way.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Okay.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
Good question.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much.
Like, the narrator thinks we're dumb. Like, just tell us. We can figure it out.
Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
Our success or yours?
I won't.
Exactly.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Right? Because the narrator keeps saying, he's like, oh, I'm just done talking, and then he keeps talking. Because he's trying to manipulate the situation.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
I'm not daydreaming. Wait, can you hear them too? Anyway. You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that? That other chain on the wall, who is it for? What would you have me do? I think I'm just going to leave you here, actually. You're not much of a threat. Okay. That other chain on the wall, who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Oh, they're baby buddies.
Maybe it'll fit.
Probably.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Ambulatory. Inspect the shackle. You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that? Let's ask her more questions before we chain ourselves to the wall.
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here?
Well...
There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Well, we don't have to.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
No, she probably knows about that.
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
I don't know.
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Inspect the shackle. How am I supposed to cut you out if you didn't notice your head is in a shackle too?
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
If she does it to herself, does it not hurt her? Like, because if we stabbed her in the back, she would be dead. But if she cuts her head off, like, herself, I don't know how she would be able to survive that, to be honest with you.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Possibly.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Hey, I can't blame her for trying. I mean, I wouldn't want someone to come at me with a knife. Just saying.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Yeah,
Then
pros
let
and
me
cons.
help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
Maybe, maybe not.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Could be. I'm not giving you a weapon. You realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me, right? I'm not giving you a weapon in case you forgot and you killed me with it last time.
But sure, let's talk about what happened. Because what happened is exactly my issue.
Yeah, maybe it's a misunderstanding.
The last time we met, your body tried to kill me.
Good point.
If you take a moment to imagine yourself in my position, I think you'll understand why letting you near me with that thing is untenable.
You know, she makes a really good point.
So, be a good bird and hand it over.
I'm not a good birdie. Don't call me birdie. Good bird.
And if being nice isn't enough motivation, well, I think you're aware that I'm not afraid to resort to violence.
Don't you threaten me either. Look, you're the one chained to the wall, not me.
If you come near me with that thing, I will strangle you with these chains.
That's not very nice.
She doesn't beat around the bush, does she?
No, not really. I kind of respect it, though.
Yes, it's almost like she's a fundamentally bad person who wishes to inflict pain on others.
No, I don't see her as someone that wants to hurt people. I see her as someone with self-preservation. There's a difference.
Or it's another bluff.
No hard feelings, of course. But you should be aware of my position.
Yes, you are chained to a wall. That is their current position. You realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me, right?
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. And it's not going to be me. I'm extremely patient.
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths.
If you don't give up now, then I have no choice but to slay you. You're the one in chains. If anyone should be negotiating here, it's you, not me. Okay, I'm trusting you. Give her the knife. If you want to leave, I'm going to be the one with the weapon. Deal with it. Cut her out on your own. If that's how you're going to be, then I guess I have to do this. Slay the princess. And then you can leave or slay her. Oh my gosh. You're the one in chains. If anyone should be negotiating here, it's you, not me.
Usually you'd be right. But this isn't exactly a usual situation. I'm not someone you can wait out. We've already been over this. I'm more patient than you'll ever be.
Psh, whatever. I'm pretty patient. I'm trying to say I'm not patient. If you don't give up now, then I have no choice but to slay you. No, I don't want to say that. Oh, so my choice is either give her the knife, cut her out, or slay her. Or try to leave. Should I just inspect the shackle? I don't want to tell her that I want to slay her, but I don't want to give her the knife. But I don't want to cut her out or just leave. Okay, let's inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
This might be the dumbest choice I've ever made, but I want to see what happens.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
She'll have a buddy to talk to.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
That sounds like you do know.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Exactly.
But what if he's telling the truth?
Listen, hero. Shush.
He isn't.
I am.
I don't believe that. You've already lied to us. We've caught you in a lie already. And that's the thing. If you catch someone in one lie, there is a high probability that you will catch them in multiple other ones. I do not trust the narrator. Inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
What happened?
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Ooh, become your own
Yes.
jailer. Well, hi, princess. Guess we're roomies. So, what do you like to do for fun?
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Yeah, look at us. Just a couple of besties.
What are we supposed to do now?
Wait out our imprisonment? I don't know.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
The princess didn't starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Yep.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Exactly. So, we're both stuck here. What should we do? Did you know that this was going to happen to me?
No.
Hmm. Okay, so we're both stuck here.
Yep.
So you hate me. That's what I'm gathering from this. Talk to me here. What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
How very insightful of you. Well, you're not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
Well, this is very awkward.
That's rude.
Yeah. Wait in silence,
You
I
and the
guess.
princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything.
Yeah.
This is so boring.
The hero is just like, when will it be over? Nah, deal with it.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
Maybe I can reach my foot out and grab the knife.
But there isn't. Time passes.
Nice.
It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
Yeah.
At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
Yeah, like, she's not really doing anything wrong if you really think about it.
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How? She's just sitting.
How exactly does that work?
Right.
It just does.
Listen, I'm not gonna take anything you say as, like, being serious because you've already lied to me.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
Someone's mad.
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of
it's getting
weathering
dark.
here, a bit of erosion there. But then they get larger and larger.
Hey, have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk, remember?
Well, what were we supposed? Well, let's have some big talk, okay? What do you think of deep sea exploration? Do you think space is infinite? Big talk.
Still rude.
Yeah, a little bit. Guess we'll just wait in silence.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
Yeah,
She hasn't starved.
exactly. Like,
I guess she hasn't.
we're just sitting. Maybe the building will fall down so much that the chains
Even
break.
more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass.
Wouldn't that be like so wild though? Like if you could just sit somewhere and like you wouldn't die. You could just sit there and time could just pass and you could just like watch the whole world around you just like change. That would be so crazy. Like you could like pick a spot and watch and just see like everything just change. That would be insane.
Until suddenly, there are no walls.
Freedom.
And then, and
I think he's gone.
Who's gone?
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Yeah.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Well, we can get a blanket or a jacket. Okay. but you don't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away and has left something else in her stead.
She's gone.
The
Where
mirror.
did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. The narrator is gone.
Yes. Does that mean the world ended?
It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like?
I don't know. I don't think I'm supposed... I think I'm supposed to look at the... I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for
If
her.
there's even a her to find anymore.
Yeah, good point.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
But what are our
You're
options?
right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Approach the
I'm
mirror.
begging you, don't do this.
I have to. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
Whoa. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Whoa. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. We're a monster. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her. Oh my
Something
gosh.
finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Ooh. What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Did you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? Attack the entity, destroy your body. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Hallie? Solitary lights, what do you think I am? I don't know what I am. I am a person. What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gifts of a fragile vessel. Do we know each other? What happens now? Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I guess not. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Hey, don't get too personal. I'm just kidding. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Well, gotta get friends sometime. I'm just kidding.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Let's ask her, the gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
Okay. Very complicated.
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart.
Oh.
Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Well, what does that mean? Are you killing her? Like, is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Yeah, good point. Well, there's nothing else around us, just darkness. Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Okay.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Huh. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
Okay, so I will only remember when we meet? How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay. This is so cool. I'm loving this. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I'm not going back. Wait, okay, make me forget? Oh my gosh. My gosh. But I, as the player, can't truly, forget everything that just happened. But what happens if I just wait? What will happen? But I have to go back and try to help in some way. Does letting them make me forget help them? I don't know. I think so. Okay, make me forget. Let's see what happens.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
I will.
You won't.
Oh. Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, our story is not over. There's still more to discover here and figure out. Let me know what you think about this game so far. What do you think of the choices I'm making? Is it, there's just so many choices. I'm really liking this. I'm super excited for the next part. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you stayed into the end, you are amazing. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Subscribe for more content like this if you are not already subscribed. And I will see you all later. Bye! Did you not? Are you lying to me, Marco? Whoa.